Hello and welcome to another edition of DSU Inside Perspective. I'm Carlos Holmes, and this is the show where we talk with faculty, staff, students, and guests about current events or things that are going on here at the great Delaware State University. Today I have the newly elected Miss DSU 2014-2015. How are you doing today?
I'm doing excellent.
Gracing my stage today. This is wonderful. We're going to get to know Jamila Mustafa. Jamila, let's start off. I know a lot of people know you here and all that stuff, but there'll probably be a few people that will tune in that don't. So let's just start with that. Where are you from? What do you major in? And what are your aspirations after you graduate from Delaware State University?
Well, thanks for having me, Mr. Holmes. My name is Jamila Mustafa. I'm from Wilmington, Delaware. I was born in Chesapeake, but I lived there for like a day. So Wilmington, Delaware is where I've been raised at. I attended Cab Calloway Performing Arts School. I'm proud to be a Hornet. I'm a rising senior. It sounds so weird to say because time flies, but I'm a rising senior mass communications major, TV, radio, and film with a minor in marketing. And my nickname here, as well as all around, is Little Oprah. And so that is where my aspirations lie.
Little Oprah.
Little Oprah.
Like Oprah Winfrey?
Oprah Winfrey.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And so that's where my aspirations lies, doing TV, behind the scenes, or in front of the scenes, writing, producing, as well as marketing, brainstorming ideas, concepts, as well as entrepreneurship. So I want to be able to produce something, star in it, write in it, then have my own network to actually host it on, and then go ahead and promote it. And so I really pride myself on being diverse. So I'm not sure where I'll end up, but my goal is to become a millionaire by the age of 25.
Now, for those that don't know, Cab Calloway is kind of an art school, right?
Yes, Cab Calloway, he was an artist. He did the ski pop, doo bop, so he was really popular, very theatrical, and so the school was named after him.
Okay. You know, I've noticed, I've been here at Delaware State University since 2000, so I've seen a number of Miss DSU and now Mr. DSU since we've started that. And I've noticed that a lot of people are elevated to these Mr. and Miss King and Queen positions.
Yes.
And it is at that point that they begin developing leadership skills. It really kind of puts them in a position where they start learning some leadership principles. Right. However, I've observed both you and in the absence, Mr. Jones, James Jones, who was elected 2014-2015
Yes.
Mr. DSU, I've noticed the two of you, and I've been observing you, and it appears to me that you guys already bring some leadership attributes to the table. You bring some personal representation skills and communication skills to the table. Now, I know some of that's got to come from Cab Calloway. You've always been kind of out there in front of people in a position to perform and represent. But leadership, how have you developed your leadership skills during this 3/4 of your undergraduate journey here at Delaware State University?
Aristotle once said, this is my favorite quote, life is like a bicycle. In order to keep your balance, you must continue to move forward. So with every award, with every recognition, with every trial and tribulation, it's a moving stone. And so through that is leadership. When I was at the age of 10, my mother found me an agent, and I began to act. By my freshman year of high school, I had a TV show on Fox that ran for 3 seasons. I was the host for Philadelphia Eagles Kids Club. I've always danced. I've danced for the Alvin Ailey, Philadenko. I've done karate. I achieved a black belt. And so with all of that, it was leadership skills. And so by the time I arrived at Delaware State University, I had the leadership tools that I needed in pageantry. I always thought to myself that it's always good to go into a position not knowing, but how much impact could you make knowing? And so I used Miss Delaware Teen Essence. I used Miss Teen Essence USA. I even used Miss America to prep me to be a campus queen. Now, on a retrospect, you might think, Miss America, campus queen, because that's the way the world thinks. But to me, it was about more than the title, but the leadership. And so to go back to your question, I've prepped myself throughout everything. Social skills, you know, making sure I hit the books, because although it's good to be a social leader, what are you doing academically? And, you know, are your grades good? Do you have a good GPA? Are you a part of any honor societies? And making sure that I'm well-rounded. And so every single little bit of leadership definitely helped to mold me into the Miss DSU that I hope to be.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and like I said from the outset, you're already a pretty well-known person around here. But now you've been elevated now to a new level.
Yes.
Miss DSU, that's a pretty high level here. How do you perceive in this position as Miss DSU that you can make a difference next year?
I mean,
Now, in what way? I'm going to leave it to you to tell me what way, but how can you make a difference here on the campus of Delaware State University?
I want to change it. Within the preparation, I've taken myself out wholeheartedly. I mean, even my feelings, the way I am, my interaction, and I genuinely look at it as a job. You know, oftentimes I think that people who are elected into positions and even jobs, you know, they do it off of passion, or they do it off of their persistency within the academic school. You know, I've done this, I've done that. So in this case, I'm entitled to this position because I've put in the work. I look at it as a job. You guys don't know me, I don't know you. How can I serve you best? And so to move forward, you know, past the pageant, we haven't placed top 5. I at least want to place top 5. God willing, I will win. Moving forward with that, creating initiatives, receiving accomplishments, awards, recognition, going to places we've never been. This year, we've been invited to go to Miss America, which will be in Atlantic City. We've been invited to go to Miss Delaware as an HBCU. I participated in Miss America, and out of all the queens, all the pageants, there's never been a Miss HBCU one at a pageant at all. Not even Miss HBCU, because it's not, you know, the level. So that's my goal, is to not only be recognized by those pageants as something solidified, but to let them know that not only is Delaware State here, but pageantry is different. Work with American Diabetes Association, which is one of the largest nonprofit organizations in the world, partner with breast cancer. I serve on the board for that, and that is my national platform. So working hand in hand with them to not only get Delaware State recognition, but to get the pageantry recognition. That's my whole point, is getting us exposure, getting us recognition globally, changing the mindset from in-house to out-house. Now, in-house, I'm going to be doing the TV shows, I'm going to be being social, you know, I'm going to be going to events, having events, but my main focus is to make sure that I leave a legacy to where we're respected and known more than a face.
Sounds like responsibility you have assumed here for this position.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. Can we get a little sneak preview of the pageant? What are you planning towards that? What's that going to be like? What's the theme going to be?
The coordination or the pageant?
Excuse me, I'm sorry, not the pageant, the coordination.
I will say this, and it sounds so funny because I love challenges. I really, it's so funny. I'm taking this Miss DSU kind of like how Kendrick Lamar did his Control. Like, you know, I want to be the best, and I will say this coordination will be the best coordination that Delaware State has ever seen. My goal is to incorporate everybody. That's going to be the sneak preview. Our Chinese exchange students will be the highlight.
Okay.
This is going to be it. This one, James and myself have sat down. We thought it out. We talked to Chaz. We talked to Charles. We gave Mahela a little sneak preview. They're on for it, and I mean, this will be one for the ball. But my goal is to even see where's Joe Biden at. We talk often. We write each other letters, see if he's available. I definitely want to get the governor here. I'm close with Mayor of Wilmington. So the big thing is that to bring these, even I invited Ms. Walsh back down, who's here now from Bill and Melinda Gates, is to try to get these big people to come and support, because it's going to be magical. You guys are going to think you're at the Grammys and Oscars. It's going to be good.
I had hoped to have James here today, and it just didn't happen. But now, did you two know each other before you were elected?
Know each other? I mean, me and James knew we would be. We wanted to be Mr. and Miss DSU together since our freshman year.
Okay.
We talked about it annually. Like every single year, we would sit down and have a talk about it. And, you know, he ran against Babatunde, who was his running mate, and he's a remarkable man as well. Very elegant, very sophisticated, as well as James. But me and James just have a special connection.
Okay.
And so whenever you work with somebody who you truly believe in, and we lean on each other if we need anything, we have the same personalities and opposite personalities. And so I think that we're going to work great together. And, he's just an awesome king. He's awesome.
Well, I fully expect after you've done your reign in 2014, 2015, and you're going to graduate, that you're going to be on to some great things. And so I just hope you're going to remember Delaware State University. You're going to remember us, right?
I cannot forget you guys.
All right, so we want to see you back here and your support and just
Definitely
continue to lift us up. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
This has been real special, and we hope that you've enjoyed us. Tune in next time for another edition of DSU Inside Perspective. I like that.